Hi, my name is Dustin. I'm one of the BMW geniuses from BMW of Ocala. Just wanted to thank you for allowing us to help you find your next vehicle. So as you can see in front of me, we have a beautiful 2016 750i. As you can see, it's got a beautiful gray exterior with an oyster light colored leather interior, which we'll definitely get into in just a little bit, and open the doors and everything. It's got full LED lights, including the brake lights, and it is an xDrive. So the 750 is actually an 8-cylinder V8, 445 horsepower. That is plenty of enough power to get you to where you need to go. But it's also got an 8-speed transmission to make it extremely smooth and beautiful ride when you need it to be. And then when you thump on it, it'll turn into a beast when you need it to be as well. But you definitely have the most elegant look on the road. You do have full LED lights on here. Got those great daytime running lights. And these are adaptive. So the lights will turn a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right according to the steering wheel direction. Also, we've got our active kidney grills. So right now the slots are open, but they actually can close whenever the car needs. When the engine doesn't need the extra air, then the slots will close on the grill to actually give it better aerodynamics. And then when the engine does need the extra air, they will close. And that actually works for the bottom area as well. Can't visually see it close and open as much, but the bottom area does do it too. Look at these absolutely gorgeous wheels. 20-inch. So I'm going to show you the trunk space, and this is an xDrive as well. So that's BMW's all-wheel drive version. If it wasn't an xDrive, it would be rear-wheel drive, but this one's an xDrive. So our all-wheel drive is extremely sophisticated. When all the wheels have traction, it sends 60% to the power to the rear to make it feel like it's a rear-wheel driving vehicle. But then when you need that extra, as soon as the wheel starts losing grip, it'll send the remaining power to the wheels that still have grip to get you out of any situation. Also want to show you the trunk. That is a gargantuan amount of space here. You definitely can fit any and all your luggage that you would want. This one's actually got an actual spare, which is kind of a rare thing for BMWs. We normally don't have spares in our vehicles. So this vehicle's got driver assistance on it, which will also a power tailgate. And this has also got driver assistance, so of course you got the parking sensors and the camera, rear view camera, sorry. This has got driver assistance plus 2, so there's a lot of extra safety features on here. You'll see a triangle, and that's for your blind spot detection. Driving assistant plus 2 is also, or driver assistant plus, sorry. Driver assistance plus and plus 2. That is going to be extra things like active lane keep assist, so the car will not only vibrate the steering wheel if you start drifting out of a lane, but it will actually correct itself into the lane. It's got the adaptive cruise control for the radar to be able to choose the car length between you and the car in front of you, and the car will do the rest to maintain that speed, including braking, even coming to a complete stop. This car is extremely well equipped. It's got our Bowers & Wilkins upgraded stereo. You see how it's glowing there, the actual speaker. They actually used, believe it or not, diamonds inside the tweeter parts of the speaker system, so it can handle a lot more volume and less distortion. You've got hand gesture controls, so you'll be able to raise and lower the volume just by moving your finger in clockwise, counterclockwise motion. You can also cancel a phone call by just swiping your hand. Another thing I want you to see is the digital screen readout. It will actually change. So right now it looks like a regular analog kind of setup, but there is a mode called sport mode. And when you put it in sport mode, as you can see, it drastically changes and it turns to a digital display. Very, very cool. There's also a heads-up display as well. I'm not quite sure if we can catch that on the... can't seem to catch that on the camera right at the moment, but there is heads-up display, and that's an image that's projected onto the windshield, and it will tell you the speed limit and also turn-by-turn directions when you have navigation set up, which of course the car has navigation. It's got a very good voice command system on it as well, so it's very intuitive. You can almost say a whole sentence and it will understand what you're saying in finding a local place. You can see the ambient lighting right below the door handle. You can actually change that to different colors, and it does go all the way through to the back. Now, the big thing I want to mention about this car is it's got a rear executive lounge seating. So what that does is it turns the 7 Series into a 4-seater, because you actually have the middle console goes all the way through, but this basically makes it, this is definitely the kind of vehicle that would be nice for you to be driven in and somebody else drive you. But the sweet spot is actually behind the passenger side in the back seat, because you can press a button and that will actually make the passenger seat, with the idea of no one being in the passenger seat and someone's driving you around, go all the way forward, tilt down, and a little footrest will come out too. I mean, you could fall asleep very easily in these vehicles in the back seat. Now you can see that the passenger side in the back is actually reclined a little bit further back than behind the driver's seat. So you can actually make the seats recline further back, which is incredible. There's the seat controls right there. And yes, your eyes don't deceive you, that is actually a tablet that we have in the armrest. And that'll not only do normal tablet functions like going online, playing video games, but it can also control certain things about the car, like closing sunshades. You could watch the navigation on there. You can actually project it to either one of these TV screens as well. Or you can use the screens separately, like maybe wanting to try and put up a video, a YouTube video from the internet. And then you also have a panoramic moonroof. So it's actually 2 huge spaces. It looks absolutely beautiful. You definitely feel like you're almost have a completely glass roof when everything's open. So I just want to thank you again for allowing us to help you find your next vehicle. And please, if you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. And but what you really need to do is come down here and give this vehicle a test drive. That's when it'll win you over even more. All right, thank you very much. Take care.